All right, welcome back to Black Cat Crypto Club, everybody. My name is Drake. We've got some interesting news that on the surface doesn't really appear to be crypto related, but if you dig far enough, it definitely is. So we're going to get into that. This really concerns Apple and the iPhone and yeah, their whole thing. But we will get into that. But first, guys, if you haven't already, please go over and help these animals out. Throw them a few dollars and help support these animals that have been abused and abandoned. These guys are a small sanctuary, so anything you can really do to help them out really goes a long way, and it's always appreciated by me. We only have 8 or 9 days left of this sanctuary, and then we will be spotlighting another one next month. So head over to ezsrescueranch and help them out, guys. The PayPal is again at the bottom of this flyer, but I always leave that in the description of the video also. So let's get into it. Apple has some big news today. Apple has just taken a beating over and over lately. So let's get over to that. What we have is this was actually early this year. Apple was taken to court by Fortnite, Epic Games, and they lost. Epic Games basically said, it had a lot to do with their fees and that kind of the Apple tax that they charge developers, but also not offering alternative ways to pay when you're using apps. So, we're going to scroll down. The Supreme Court, this was in January. The Supreme Court on Tuesday allowed a court order to take effect and that could loosen Apple's grip on its lucrative iPhone app store, threatening to siphon billions of dollars away from one of the world's most profitable companies. So Apple kind of pivoted and they did some rebuffing of their rules. But what they came out with, it says, Apple outlined in court documents filed late Tuesday how it plans to change in-app payments while indicating it will preserve most of the fees it collects from developers. So in that, Fortnite won, but Apple, did a little shuffle and reorganized things to basically make it kind of useless. So now, this just came out yesterday, but we see Meta, Microsoft, X, which is Twitter, and Match group challenge Apple over App Store terms. So this goes back to that same thing. Apple pivoted and basically made no change. And now even more of these big guys are mad about it. So when the big boys, Meta and Epic Games and Microsoft and Twitter are mad, imagine what Apple is doing to the little guys, the little developers. Some people can't even develop because Apple makes it pretty much impossible. So when the big corporations are mad, there's something majorly wrong. So these guys are all challenging what Apple did in that Fortnite case. That just came out yesterday. Now we're going to go to another case, and this happened, well, the ruling just came in like last month, but this was in the EU, and Apple was taken to court by Spotify, and they ruled in the end that Apple had an antitrust, and they were fined $2 billion in the EU for having an antitrust monopoly. And Apple, again, is shuffling their feet. They're going to appeal this. And so this will probably go on for a while longer. But just in this morning, guys, this just came in this morning. The Department of Justice sues Apple over iPhone monopoly in landmark antitrust case. So not only in the EU now, but the DOJ, the American Department of Justice, is now taking Apple to court. And Apple's in trouble, and rightly so, guys. They have absolutely just monopolized the space. They've constantly, made it so hard for developers to even get off the ground, and they're finally being taken to court over it. So, I honestly, guys, I own Apple products. I have an Apple laptop. I actually still have Apple phones that I've bought in the past. I have a Mac Mini. So it's not like I hate Apple. Like, I use their products, but their practices in the App Store are just absolutely ridiculous. So it'll be interesting to see what comes of that DOJ case. But what Apple did, guys, why they have such a monopoly, besides their shady, practices with the App Store and payment methods, was back in Steve Jobs' day, what he did was he kind of took user experience and user interface, and he made that the core, and then worked backwards from that to develop the technology. So user experience was first and foremost for Steve Jobs, and that's why Apple and the iPhone became so huge. So we look at that today, and as far as crypto goes, there's one chain that I've been talking about over and over that just does have that user experience. It's so easy. It's so cheap. And ironically enough, guys, we're talking about Solana. Solana just has the user experience there. Ironically, Solana has their own phone. So they are competing with Apple now. I mean, they're small peanuts compared to Apple. But guys, check this out. We're going to go over to their phone. This is the chapter 2. So they came out with their first phone early last year, and throughout the year, the phone paid itself off from loyalty rewards from cryptocurrency companies and or cryptocurrency projects, airdropping, NFTs and coins just dropped directly into that phone. It eventually paid itself off in one airdrop at the end of the year, and the phones just flew off the shelf. And I screwed up and I didn't buy it when I was thinking about it. But now they have this chapter 2, guys. This new one, it's in pre-order right now, and it won't be shipping till 2025. But guys, I got in the first day. Like, I was so bummed that I didn't get in on the first one, that the first day this came out that they were doing a number 2, I got in. So I got in in this founder window, and now we're in this early adopter window. The price tag is $500 here, and it is closing soon. And then we'll be into this supporter window, and the price will probably go up to probably $550 or $600. But guys, the thing is again, this doesn't ship till 2025. And I have already received, I showed you guys in one of the videos that I had gotten this cat whiff hat airdrop, and it was like $15 or so. Well, I got one just recently, another one. I've gotten several, but several are just, under $1, and I don't even bother with those. But I just got one recently that is like, it's worth like $70. So I've basically paid off already. I've gotten enough to pay off like $70, $75 or $80 worth of the price tag that I paid for this phone, and I don't even have it yet. So this thing, I've said it before, and it is going to pay itself off before I get it. I'm almost sure of that. But another thing with Solana's phone, this Saga, is that it's more secure crypto wise, right? Like it takes cryptocurrency security to a whole new level, other than other phones, what they provide, just has a whole different level of security to it. So there's that. Plus, when it comes to this Apple App Store antitrust thing, the Saga offers a DApp store, which is a decentralized app store. So this is a way that developers are going to flock to this, guys, because now they can kind of escape that monopoly where Google and Apple are charging them 30% on anything. And if your app doesn't do anything, if it doesn't sell anything, if you're just a cryptocurrency app that's just allowing people to trade, it makes it nearly impossible because you just can't pay the fees that Apple and Google charge. Now Google has come out a little more crypto friendly than Apple, but it's still it's like a 30% tax on any of their apps. So this decentralized app thing is going to be huge. I don't see any other way than it really taking hold and taking a bite out of Apple, really. But the user experience, guys, is just there on Solana too. I imagine, I haven't used the first phone, but from what I hear and what I can see, it's super user friendly. And everything on Solana is user friendly. It's got that Apple ease to it. So we're going to go over, there's another thing built on Solana, and that is Helium Mobile. Now, this is a mobile network. So this is mobile phone service. And I changed over to these guys in January, and I cut my bill in half right off the top. It went from a $40 family plan with my sister and her family to $20 a month. After taxes, it's like $21. So right off the bat, I cut my bill in half. It's an unlimited plan. I was actually wrong in my previous video on this. I said it had a cap of 30 gigs of data per month. I was actually wrong about this, or they changed it. It's now unlimited. So this is an unlimited plan, and it's $20. There's no contract. The user experience is super easy. The app is so simple to use. And it's just, I honestly, I paid for the first month, and I'm paid up until May, but I haven't had to pay for anything else. I paid for the first month, and with mapping rewards is basically, it helps the network know where they need to grow. But if you drive to and from work once a day or to the grocery store and back, you get rewarded for that every single day. And I haven't had to pay my phone bill for, I am actually paid up until May because I've earned up so much rewards that I've paid in advance up until May. And I've cashed out over $100 on top of that. So I've made money with these guys. It's insane, guys. It seems too good to be true, but there is no downside to this plan. The service is comparable to Apple or to AT&T, who I was with before, and it's just easy. We'll go to this compare thing. So check this out. Verizon 65 plus a month. Back when I was with Verizon, I was paying like $150 a month. But Apple 65 plus a month. Helium $20 a month. Nationwide 5G coverage, all of them have that. People built enhanced coverage only with Helium. Now what this is, guys, is Helium is it's what's considered in cryptocurrency DePIN, DEPIN, and it's decentralized physical infrastructure. And what that means is, as far as Helium goes, Helium, the network itself, is built by people like me and you. We buy these routers, these cell network hotspots and cell towers and things. We go out and set them up. We actually provide the network and get paid for it. Anybody can do this, guys. Let's hop over really quick back over here. We're going to click on this hotspot thing. This is an indoor coverage hotspot. So you can buy this, put it in your home, provide your own network and network for your neighbors, and you get paid. So this is a $249 thing, but you set it up and you get paid for providing the network every month. So cool thing there. This one's an outdoor hotspot. You can, I mean, a lot of people are going out and putting these all around, getting into contracts with landowners and building owners and things like that, and putting these up and providing the network and just making this into a job, basically. So pretty cool there. But yeah, the network is a decentralized network. It's provided by people like me and you. And for me, I will support that any day over throwing my money at AT&T and Verizon. It's just something kind of, I believe in that kind of thing. So we've also got earn mobile tokens, and that's what I was talking about, guys. If you drive to and from work or to and from the grocery store once a day, you get paid for that every single day, and you won't have a phone bill. You won't have a phone bill, and you'll get paid on top of it. So there's no, I don't see why people aren't getting into this more, but cancel anytime you want. No contract with Helium. Not the case with Verizon and AT&T. eSIM, guys. These all of these companies provide eSIM, and that brings me to another point with Helium. So a big security concern for cryptocurrency users, actually for anybody, is SIM swap attacks. And what SIM swap attacks are is a hacker gains access to your phone by replicating your SIM. And when they do this, you lose function of your phone. It takes you a while to figure it out and get to your cell provider and figure everything out. But in that time, this person has access to your entire phone They can drain your bank account. They can drain your cryptocurrency wallets if you don't have two-factor authentication set up. So it's a little harder if you protect yourself from that. But what Helium Mobile does is they take it a step further and they make your phone service itself two-factor authenticated. So just being on Helium Mobile is even more secure than Verizon and AT&T more often than not. So there's that. And this last one, full column of check marks. Only Helium has the full column of check marks, guys. So I don't know. It's fun. These guys have fun with it. And if you can't have fun, it isn't worth doing, guys. But anyways, guys, if you're looking to get into Helium Mobile, or if you're wanting to buy that Saga phone, you don't need the Saga phone to do Helium Mobile, but the Saga phone is, guys, it's going to pay for itself. And it's providing developers with a space that they can actually operate in. So I love it. I can't wait to be part of it. So if you're looking to get into either of those, Helium or the Saga, I do have referral links, which will get you, I think I was wrong about this also in the first video, but if you use my referral link for Helium, you'll get that first month free. And then you'll just earn enough to pay for it for free just with the mapping rewards. So really, you don't pay anything out of pocket for Helium Mobile if you use my reward or my referral link. So look for that in the description. I've also got a referral link for the Saga, which will reward you and myself if you use that. So guys, check those out. In the end, I think Apple's reign is coming to an end. They've just got too much. I mean, to be hit with just court suit after court suit after court suit, and court suits from governments claiming that you have a monopoly, it's not good for them, guys. So it provides a very interesting landscape and opportunity for these crypto companies and decentralized physical infrastructure companies and projects. So it'll be interesting to watch, but yeah, guys, get into this. It's the future of phones, the future of money. Decentralization in any aspect is kind of the future. So until next time, guys, be safe. Don't get shaken out of your cryptocurrency positions, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.